NBA Friday, presented by State Farm, continues from New Orleans. A battle of up-and-coming teams in their respective conferences meeting tonight as the Pelicans welcome the Cavaliers to Smoothie King Center. Here's Brandon Ingram. Return to the lineup January 25th after missing 29 games with a toe injury. Got his legs back, and that's a big reason why New Orleans has won 3 in a row. And
a little bit more space for that exact reason. He has quickness and length once he gets up to that rim. Easy finish.
Donovan regains. Mobley, nice pass to Jared Allen. Evan Mobley.
An open three-point shot to Trey Murphy. Two guys, that's what they do. You have to step up and start trying to take something away. Early signs not looking great.
Valanciunas over Jared Allen. And the lob to Mobley, missed the shot. Good defense, Mobley, though, with the follow dunk. Okoro has been shooting from three-point range, 50% clip the last month, missed. But Mitchell now on a push tempo. 6-point lead for Cleveland. And the lob for Jared Allen.
How, to me, the favorites right now in the West, but I wouldn't say they're the clear favorites over a team like Boston or Milwaukee.
Giannis and Chris Middleton. So that's what I'm saying. When you're talking about winning a championship, as you see Jared Allen.
Our starters who will not play in Salt Lake City. Count the basket and one. Karis LeVert with the reverse.
He has really improved on that end of the floor. And I did not know going into the season, RJ, that he had that type of hops. Well, that interview we did with Garland a couple weeks ago was just his joy, his energy, his spirit as LeVert finds Dean.
Monica.
Well, you guys, I love you talking about that joy because I actually needled him a little bit after the shoot-around as Larry Nance Jr.
An NBA Finals team. They're #1 defense, #10 offense as Mitchell hits another three.
Even for a talented team like New Orleans that has BI, that has Zion Williams, chemistry is one of the most important things that you can depend on.
So I'm glad you went there as Mobley gets the dunk.
Make some noise in the Western Conference, but I would not want to see the Lakers if they do.
Here's Mobley, and he gets to the bounce. 12. Garland, his first shot attempt of the game, and it's a 3, and that pushes
that here with that first shot off the first touch in the second quarter.
Mobley in the lane, goes to the left hand, beautifully done.
Yeah, there's definitely a foul miss.
Herb Jones right down the middle, maybe that will fire up.
And I just love this. Off the help, just straight line drive. When you know where the help is going to come from, Jetty Osman is at the nail. So Herb Jones knows when he catches this, if he just
McCollum able to slice through 2 defenders, get the basket and some hard
from CJ McCollum. Get to the basket, take advantage of the overhelp.
Mobley up and under
from other places.
He gets the deflection, and LeVert in transition with the legs for the Cavaliers. They don't get back on defense, though, and Kyra Lewis
coming off and prevented a timeout because Willie Green was calling a timeout, but it was just moving so fast.
They might see 36% from the field and 30% from 3. That is not.
Mitchell finds Okoro, who can't spin it home, but there's Jared Allen with the tip-in. Alone. Ingram. And he's able to get that one over Wade, who's been defending. Long rebound, LeVert. 2-on-1 if they hurry. LeVert to Okoro for the layup.
They can mash you with Valanciunas. Larry Nance can switch on pick and rolls. They have shooting question marks about the durability, specifically of Zion Williamson as Okoro hits a 3, and he's
a D player, maybe a veteran, but Okoro over the last 6 weeks has improved his game and improved his shooting to the point where the Cavs want to keep him. Make you pay.
Mitchell, Allen, extra pass. Okoro.
All thing, but it's important.
He's got 7 points now. Cavaliers with 16 first half assists. They give up. Mitchell finds Allen underneath for the dunk.
They're allowing Mobley to guard Ingram as we see a miscommunication there. And that is the second
little bit for his defensive effort last year in Utah. has been much better.
State Farm, the Cleveland Cavaliers with a spectacular first half. 73 points. They lead the Pelicans by 17.
The turnovers were an advantage. Everything was lined up. As we see Trey Murphy going to the next level. The slashers, the drivers, the cutters into that continuity group. I think it's impressive. As we see it.
XP coins are
very
valuable.
Very valuable.
Cleveland by 14. The Cavaliers led by as many as 22 in the first half. Help from Murphy. Garland over Ingram. That is a tough shot over the 7:45 to go here in the third quarter. Jones from the
and it just has a stick to it. As you see Jared Allen with the finish.
Fourth best record in the East. Pelicans at 29 and 27. They're currently seventh. Brandon. Here's Mitchell with about 1 on the timer. Almost got that to fall, tipped in by Allen. How much of that you do in the final 25 games of the season as Ingram gets another dunk?
I think it has to.
Started in the early 2000s and ended their career recently. Teams don't practice anymore. As you see Brandon Ingram.
Ingram with a pull-up over Wade. 23 now for Ingram. Heating up here in the third. Mobley spinning and getting the bounce. He's got 22 behind. Here's Osman wide open. And the three is good.
Because Chris Middleton has missed a bunch of time this year. That group has a reference point. They have made deep playoff runs together. They have won an NBA championship together.
Played multiple seasons.
There's not as much concern there about the chemistry and the fit and the working together to make it a success.
Foul called here on New Orleans. They did have one to give. No side out. A second-and-a-half difference between the game and shot clocks here at the end of the third. Impressive performance for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trying to get win number 36. They won 44 games.
Well, Dave, I had a chance to ask Evan about his growth in the league, and he just talked about how fast-paced things are, and so it requires that you be locked in on the entire.
You know, if you put in the work for multiple years, not everyone's naturally gifted by like JJ to just come into the league as a shooter.
Here's Mitchell with 1 on the shot clock, gets it to fall.
For Mitchell, mired in a little bit of a slump here, but has been spectacular tonight.
Pelicans with a fast break opportunity. Jones with the step through and the layup.
Serious injuries. There's been a couple groin injuries with the Lakers, but to score at that level for this long, come on, no one could have predicted that.
Hypothetically, he gets to 44 or 45,000 points when he ends his career as Donovan Mitchell knocks down
30 points per game. That's what is ridiculous is my trip to the All-Star game. Going back to Utah, where he obviously spent his first 5 teams. Allen, the lob, and the put down by Mobley. Look back. He was in foul trouble. Nice pass to Mobley.
This on passing. Of course, he got in some early foul trouble, but passing early, knowing that.
Nearing 3 minutes to go. Murphy gets to the bucket, puts it in.
Oh, well, let's do the Roots story thing. I'm a DC girl, Washington football.
Every loss is magnified by what everybody else does in the West because New Orleans, Donovan Mitchell with a big night, 30 points. Cavaliers had 73 points at halftime, 38 after the first quarter. They can't afford C.J. McCollum to have an off night as he did. Jackson Hayes with the dunk. 1.8. They're going to put 0.4 of a second on 2.2. Cleveland has not been to the postseason since the 2018 finals.